Hello beauty accessorizers, Julia here to do another look with DIOR's Black Bow. I will be using this palette from my Shop My Stash to do my get ready with me for today. The colors are so pretty and so blendable. Okay, let's just hop right into it. I'll tell you what's on my face. I went in with, do I have glasses here? Yeah, I went in with Sicily's moisturizer because I'm really doing some treatments on my skin at night, and I went in with the all day, all year moisturizing cream, which I have a sample of. I wish I had a bottle of it because it's so good. And my skin is combo. It can be oily, you know, really oily in the summer, but as I've aged, it's gotten a little more in between, like combo, but still the T-zone gets oily. This is really good. I mean, it doesn't produce oils. It doesn't cause my skin to get any oilier is what I'm trying to say. So I'm really enjoying the use of that moisturizer. I'm just so sad it's gone. I do have a moisturizer kind of primer from Sicily, and it is the double tincture one. So I'm just going to pick up using that since that one is gone. Alrighty, and then I went in with Guerlain's eye cream, and also I used the Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1. I did go ahead and use my Christian Dior Forever Skin Enhancer, corrector rather, under my eyes in a few places, and then I went in with the Fenty's powder here, and I have it, I think it's cashew. Yes, it is. So yeah, that's where I am so far, and I did spray my face with Juvia's setting spray so far. So okay, let's get into this eye look. And I really don't have much of an affirmation today. I just want to get in and get out today, but I just wanted to share with you guys something that came to me yesterday a little bit, but I kind of I thought about it yesterday, and I was going out with former co-workers to have lunch, and I thought about it as I was getting ready. You know, you always want to look your best. You haven't seen people in a while, and you know, you just want to look your best. You want to pull through, and I feel like I did so with my makeup. I went very simple with that because the last time we went out to eat together, I felt like I had too much on as far as my eyeshadow, and it was just not the right look for the occasion. So anyway, I got that together this time, but I was thinking about my size, my weight, and I was thinking, ooh, I'm a little, you know, picked up some pounds here. At least it feels like it. Even though I'm walking, I think my body has just adjusted to that. I mean, I'm walking most days. I haven't walked in the last week though. But anyway, that's what ran through my mind. And then today, this morning, while lying in bed, came to me, accept yourself where you are. Meet yourself where you are. And that's what I want to leave with you today. Just meet yourself where you are, because it could be worse. It could definitely be worse. And embrace yourself where you are, because it could be worse. I've been lighter, I've been heavier, so I want to just leave with you wherever you are today. Embrace it, do the best you can with it, and that doesn't mean you can't work towards being better or getting to the size you want to be, but don't beat up on yourself. Embrace yourself where you are, and then make those changes that you want to make. And that takes me back to what I did with the eye look when we last met up for lunch, and I felt like my eye look was overdone. Well, yeah, I wore it, and I didn't like it once I got home. I thought it was too much. When I looked in the mirror, I thought it was too much for the occasion. So what I did was I set out to make a little palette, and I did. I made this little, pulled some colors that I thought I would like, and I put them together in here so that whenever I go out, to make sure that I don't overdo it, I pull from this palette. And that's just what I did, and it was perfect. I was happy with the look I got. So meet yourself where you are, figure out what you need to do, and then do that, but don't beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself, you know? And that way you'll be kind to others. Alrighty, so we went in with the black from this palette, and I really sheared it out. I felt like yesterday I didn't shear out and blend my colors and work them in towards one another as much as I could have. So I'm really trying to get that done today. See? You just pick up where you left off and you do what you can with what you have and where you are at this point in your life. Okay, next I'm going in with this deeper color right here. I want to play in that some more. So I'm going to bring that in right here. Deeper gray, that smoked out gray with shimmer to it. Yeah, we're going to just bring that in here. And I'm using these little brushes I have here. Some are Refras and some are travel size brushes that I've had for a while. They may even be MAC brushes. MAC. Hey, hey, hey. I like that. And what do we want to do? We can go ahead, turn the brush over, wipe it off a little, turn it over, and should we go in with this color? I just can't stay out of this mauvey color. I've heard some say that it's like a purple base or whatever. Maybe. Maybe. It's just like my skin tone, I think. So I'm putting it here, but I'm not going to leave it here. It's a cool tone, and it just kind of gives me a little cast. So it doesn't deliver a lot of color for me. So with that in mind, I'm going to go into this silvery color and just pretty much go right over it. Maybe blending them a little bit, but I'm going lightly with this color. And I'm going to wash that down some. It's just a little too much because to me it looks like the color I had on, the eye look I had on yesterday. But we know it's done a little different, and we are really blending. Blending is important. Alrighty, I'm liking that a lot more. Then I'm going to take a pencil brush, that's a little pointed tip, go in with my black here, just really get that all over and use it as my liner. Okay, and I'm just going to do the same thing on the lower lash line because I will not be using mascara there. The other day I asked you guys if you're reading any good books for the season, watching any movies. I'm reading The Witching Hour. This is by Anne Rice. She's deceased now, but this is what she looks like. This is a chunky book. It's a scary book for me. It's not something I typically read. Yeah, you have to look it up and see if it's something you want to read, but it is appropriate for this season. Ooh, it's a little bit much for me, but I'm reading it. I'm not going to go in with any eyelash primer. I'm just going right in with the mascara today. And as far as movies, I have been watching, I've watched these 3 this month, and one that is not, it's a mystery, so it's not related to the spooky season, but it's Murder on the Orient Express. It's one of my favorite Agatha Christie movies, no matter who's in it. And another one that is kind of on the theme of murder is Arsenic and Old Lace. I've watched that and will re-watch it, as well as I've watched Murder on the Orient Express several times. And then one that is for spooky season is Practical Magic. And yeah, I've just been in that vibe of murder mysteries and spooky season books, or book for good reason. And having this palette out puts me in mind of old shows that I have also been watching, like The Addams Family and Wednesday, the newer bit from there. I think I need to go in with this black a little more. I think it's, I need a small, yeah, this brush right here. Any of you watch Wednesday? Was it just a little too juvenile for you, or crazy in that way? I enjoy it. Have to be in the mood for it, but I enjoy it. Okay. And I'm feeling like I want a little more of that silvery, that deeper silver that has some almost blue flecks to me in it. I want a little right here. Okay, I have a highlighter that I want to use. Ghost Face. Look at that. By Glam Light. And there are two highlighters in this palette. They are beautiful. One has this same face on it, and then one has a dagger, if you will, imprinted on it. So let's find a brush. This is probably not the right brush. I'm going to go in with this one, the top one. It has a lot of glitter. I want to be careful. Yeah, can you see that? I like that highlighter. I don't like glitter a lot, but I like this highlighter for some reason. Go back in with my blush. I used the Halo by Smashbox. This is a face palette I use, and I went in with this one here, the reddish one. So I'm just gonna take a little bit over it. Just so it's not blinding anybody, but I'm loving it. Okay, now we're gonna go in with DIOR. These came out around the holiday last year. Alrighty, this is the look. Look number 4 for the week with the DIOR Black Bow palette. She's small, but she's mighty, and I'm enjoying the looks that I'm getting this week from this palette. Tell me what you think. Tell me what movies you're watching, if any, for the season, for spooky season, and what book you're reading for the spooky season. This chunky book, yeah, it's a bit much for me, but I am going to plow through it. I'm going to get through it, and hopefully it won't leave me with any thoughts that are lingering. I have to say, Alfred Hitchcock's, what was that movie? It wasn't The Birds, but The Birds was one of them. But the one where this lady goes, she steals money from the bank. I can't think of the name of it. And she takes off, and she goes to this hotel motel, and that crazy guy is there. You think his mother is there with him in the house, but he is actually playing two roles, his mom and himself. And he's loco. So he dresses up as his mom and sits in a rocking chair and rocks and scolds himself through his mom. I don't know. Anyway, I can't remember the name of it. If I find it, I'll put it on the screen here. I can't remember the name of that movie. But there are scenes in that movie that live with me today, that live in my head rent-free, and haunt me to this day. Not all the time. I just think about it sometimes. It flashes through my head. I don't want this book to do that. I don't want this book to do that. But I am bent on getting through it. Yeah. Guys, thank you for being here. Oh, we've got to leave a scent trail. So I have out La Belle. So I'm using this one again. I thought about reaching into my closet over here, pulling out another scent, but I'm just going to stick with what I pulled out. You know if you know. She's beautiful. She's deliciously sweet. Yeah, and alluring. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time.